Grand Rising Wonderful Souls, welcome to my channel. I just tapped in and I got a lot of messages coming through at the same time. There's something about like change is inevitable or adapting to change. It may be to do with someone's nutrition, with food, the things that you're putting into your body. Not to mix your logic with emotions or emotions with logic, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't use both of those energies, but not to mistake one for the other. I got uncomfortability and procrastination, and then I saw someone pointing at the stomach and saying in the pit of your stomach. We also had a cartoon dragon, but it gave the illustrations of Land Before Time, if you remember that movie. So sweet. Let's see what wants to come out. I hope everyone is doing really, really well today. I hope that, you know, wherever you are, you've got a nice sunny day. You're enjoying the weather, and if you're at work or you're at home, that you're just chilling, having a good time. You want me to go for that one there? Okay, so what do we need to know about the Land Before Time illustrations? What is it about this dragon? Because I saw a little blue dragon, and I think it was yesterday or the day before that I kept seeing cartoon bluebirds. And now I'm seeing cartoon dragons in a real cutesy style of illustration. I'm opening it to the Magician, and it says, Archangel Raziel, excuse me, you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Okay, that's a good way to start our reading, isn't it? Loving it. Okay, so this is about manifesting something here. I think that this is giving, like, you know when people say as above so below? I heard someone explain it as what is above is also below, or below is above and above is below, meaning that to find a cure, you must look at the ailment holds the cure, if that makes sense. There are always two sides to some sort of coin here. And if we're talking about your stomach, the things that you're eating as well, someone feels uncomfortable with a change that's coming in. And it may be because you got so used to being in that chain of, it's like a chain reaction going on here for someone. I don't know if this is overeating, if this is, you know, still talking to certain people that just want to moan. They are a Debbie Downer and they're just draining your energy, but you stay because you want to give them advice. Whatever it may be for you, whatever you're putting into your body, there's an uncomfortability now. And I feel like the universe is going to show you physically every time that you eat something or hang around with people or allow energy into your vicinity, into your body, that isn't for your highest and greatest good. You are going to have a reaction to it. And now, I'm not a doctor in any way, shape or form. If you feel like that's happening to you and you haven't spoken to a medical professional about that to see if there's anything underlying happening, I strongly suggest that you do that before taking advice from me, because I'm not a medical professional. I'm just someone that channels messages. But the universe is going to become quite loud in what it is that you need to stay away from, what it is that's actually nourishing your soul, nourishing your energy, nourishing your body, your mind, your emotions, and what isn't. And this procrastination coming through is giving me almost like that energy of, well, I know that I need to stop doing XYZ, but I don't see the harm, or I know that I shouldn't be having McDonald's every day for my lunch, but I don't see the problem because I'm still going on my spiritual journey, and everything moderation, and it's fine. If someone was to hand you a bottle of poison, just a bottle of like rat poison, and said you can have a drop of that every day, just have one drop, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And I'm not telling you to take rat poison and to put it in your mouth. I'm using this as a hypothetical situation. Just have one drop every day, you'll be absolutely fine, because we're going to mask it with sugar. Would you do that knowing that it was rat poison? So spirit is coming through and telling you that you need to cut something out here, and they're being quite forceful. Now let's find out why. Why have we got cartoon dragons as well? I feel like, you know what, with that cartoon dragon, is that you actually have a dragon guide that may be coming through, and they don't want to come across as being big and loud and scary. So they're wanting to show themselves in a softer way. But there seems to be not so much an urgency that's coming from them as it is a slight stubbornness. Like, now is the time. Now is the time that you stop doing A, B, and C. We're going to come to you in a really cutesy way so that you don't get scared, or you don't kind of go, oh no, I can't do that. I don't want to kind of invite that energy. We have the Star in reverse. So they're coming in a way that is quiet and soft and cutesy. Okay, so it's a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. If they were to come in and show you their true selves and how much effort you would have to put in to really work on your body, or to work on something to do with the people that you hang around and allow that energy in, it would be the same as like looking at a mountain or a cliff and going, how on earth am I going to climb up there? When, and I've used this analogy before, a mountain goat will just say, where do I put my next foot? They're not looking at the entire thing. And you think of mountain goats, right? Their babies, they will give birth and their babies are already climbing surfaces within like an hour of being within an hour of being born. That's crazy. My point being is that you can adapt to something here. You can adapt to it. You can adapt to it a lot easier than you give yourself credit for. And this guide that's coming in is giving like bossy auntie, bossy grandma, and I've definitely got something in my eye right now. And I felt like when I was setting up for this reading, there's something blinding your view, or there's something that you're focusing on more than this message, if that makes sense. Because I think that there has been a guide that has been trying to give you this message for a while. And I don't know if someone here started eating really well and then kind of like slipped off of it, or cut down how much alcohol they drink and then kind of went back to it. There's something here about dips and waves. And this reading is not to elicit guilt or shame, because shame does not do anything for us. Guilt, of course, it reminds us to have a conscience, but this message is not about making you feel guilty in any way, shape or form. You start the minute that you get back on that wagon, the minute that you start taking care of yourself again, you are back where you're supposed to be. Okay, and I think that this message is just to get you back to where you were supposed to be. And it says here with the King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So it seems like there may be somebody coming in here that can give you professional advice, especially when we're talking like a physician. Why am I getting that someone here might get a letter from the doctors? Or you may be, what's the word? Referred. You may be referred. It could be through word of mouth. It could be that your general practitioner actually says, I want you to go and see A, B and C person for those symptoms, and you get the answers that you need here. Can I get one more card, please? One more card, please. Thank you so much. Okay, we have the Four of Raphael coming out in reverse. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life and be aware of your own emotions. Now, didn't we talk about mixing up, it says mixing up air with water, logic and emotions, it being in reverse. I don't know if somebody is a bit frustrated by the lack of results, or there's frustration here on things taking too long. It's taking too long, it's taken too long. And the thing is, having the King of Gabriel here is to do with Pentacles. Is that Pentacles? It is Pentacles, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to make sure. I swear it's Pentacles. Let me see. Take action. No, it's not. It's King of Wands. Shut the front door. So that's fast moving action. King of Gabriel, getting things done. I think that there is a need here for you to, and I've been saying this before in my readings, to meet the universe halfway, because the minute that you start meeting the universe halfway when it comes to your health, or when it comes to that new workout routine, it could just be stretching. Maybe you're not very flexible, or you have an injury or a disability and you can't do the aerobics that you could do 15 years ago. It may just be setting the intention to do your stretches in the morning, you know, and or to do your chair yoga or to do whatever that may be, the minute you set that intention, the universe is going to align things for you so that the right people at the right places at the right time can come in and help further you with your results. Or the right courses will come up, but you have to set that intention now. Okay. Queen of Ariel. Okay, so this is the Pentacles. Mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. What was I just saying? Because I feel like there is a need here to love yourself in present time and not to kind of go, well, I'll be happy when I've lost XYZ amount of weight, or I'll be happy once I get rid of my bingo wings, or I'll be happy once I'm able to smooth out my butt or smooth out my thighs, or whatever it may be that you have a goal. And it's not stating that you shouldn't have that goal, that you shouldn't be like, well, that's how I want, you know, I'm envisioning myself and I'm pulling myself towards that goal. Of course you should. Having ambition and motivation is half of it, right? But if we place our value, our beauty, our attractiveness, our handsomeness on how we physically look, we are constantly going to be letting ourselves down, if that makes sense. I think that society and media really push an ideal that isn't reality, and it isn't obtainable to look like those models who more or less have concave stomachs and have the biggest butts in the world or have the biggest muscles in the world. It's not attainable, it's not achievable, and it's probably not healthy either. Especially with this Queen of Ariel, there's a need here to really nurture yourself where you are and to find happiness there and be like, okay, I'm happy where I am, I'd like to adapt and change more, but I'm gonna hug myself the whole way through and kind of pat myself on the back for how far I've come, irrespective if the day before you ate cake, irrespective if you ate cake the day before. Because like I said, shame and guilt, we don't know them. We do not know them. What is the point of having those two energies with us when we're empowering ourselves? So this Queen of Ariel here next to the Magician, as above so below, or you know, below is above, above is below. To find the cure or to find the thing that is going to help lift you up, you have to look at the thing that is pulling you down, but be able to look at it in a really gentle way, I think we beat ourselves up way too much when it comes to any type of healing, whether that's physical healing, mental healing, spiritual healing. Yeah, someone here there's something about either doing mirror talk. So I do mirror talk or mirror work, where you look in the mirror and you tell yourself how much you love yourself, or how awesome you look, or how much you love your haircut, or how your moustache is on point, or whatever that may be. And I do that in the mornings to kind of set off my day. This is how I'm kind of reflecting back on myself. Because the thing is, we are our own cheerleaders. Really, it doesn't matter if you have a significant other or not, if you have children, if you have the best co-workers in the world. The person that will always have your back, will always have your back, and you can always rely on, is yourself. And it's not to say that the people around you that is your, you know, that's your network, that's your support network, aren't going to be there for you, but you have to start from home. You have to start from here, right? Now we have Ace of Gabriel coming out, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Now that's what I mean, as in there is definitely something coming towards you when it comes to your health and your glow up and the way that you look at yourself. Because haven't you noticed that when people walk into a room, they can be any size, any weight, any skin color, any height, doesn't matter. But if that person is oozing confidence, you feel that. You literally feel that. You could have someone that walks in that looked like Johnny Depp 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Sorry, Johnny Depp right now is looking like an old potato at the back of the fridge, right? But you could have someone that looked like Johnny Depp from 20 years ago walk into the room. They can be absolutely gorgeous, but if you don't love yourself or don't like yourself, that seeps through your pores, and people feel that, even if it's subconsciously. And this isn't about other people, I know it isn't. I feel like there's more going on here than just someone's weight goals. I heard someone's weight goals. There's something more going on than just your weight goals or your muscle goals. It's like an internal alchemization. Something's changing internally, and that's why I kept getting I felt a finger pointing towards the stomach, the solar plexus here. So this is the solar plexus. This is bringing in more empowerment. I have a lot of orange coming out as well, so we could have sacral as well in the way that we are creatively expressing ourselves, especially as having the Ace of Gabriel says a gift of passion, and then the Page of Gabriel says follow your passion. Why am I getting that there's something about the more you are treating your body like an actual temple, the more that something is going to flow from it. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure, a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, a chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. I think you pull yourself closer and closer to your purpose, your path of purpose, the more and more you heal your body. There may be like ancestral wounds when it comes to disease, when it comes to certain DNA code tendencies. So, you know, like you can, ADHD, for example, I'm just going to use myself, is hereditary. One or both of my parents have ADHD and I know who it is. But then one of their parents would have, and you go back and you go back and you go back. And I'm not talking about healing ADHD because you don't need to heal that, but I'm using it as an example. There may be something here that as you are transforming your body through the food that you eat, through the things that you listen to, through the people that you are around or allow into your energy, you may actually be healing ancestral codes, ones that had been placed in there and passed down through different generations, almost like passing diabetes down, right? There are going to be some things in your body that you can't just heal by yourself. You do need to go to the doctors. But I feel like all of those dominoes that needed to be set up, and I use dominoes as an analogy all the time, but those dominoes that needed to be set up in the right place at the right time, so you see that right referral doctor, or you see that oncologist, or you see this person over there that maybe you would have had to wait 6 months to see, all of a sudden, bam, 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 they're all coming in. And they're all coming in one after the other or all together, and you're getting the care that you need, or you're getting the answers that you need that take you onto the next level of your, you know, developing and evolving and healing within your own body. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to put these two down for you. Okay, so let's put you here. Yeah, because I'm looking at this page, and this page has a staff, but it has a light at the end, almost like the Hermit. So there may be something that's going to be released, maybe, because I'm looking at the King of Gabriel as well. And the King of Gabriel has these two, they're holding up fireballs. I don't know what those are called, the things that are holding them. But, and I know that, you know, one is to do with fire, but what I'm getting from this more than anything is it's lighting a way. It's lighting the way for something here. Clear the debris is what I heard. Clear the debris. So it's going to remove something from your DNA. The more you're healing, the more it's almost like evolution speeding up, so that your children that come next, and the children after that, and the children after that, something's been removed, or something won't affect them, or it will go dormant. Interesting. Okay, let's see what wants to come out next. Can I get one for the Four of Raphael in reverse? Because the thing is as well, with the Four of Raphael, so the Four of Cups being in reverse, this is something that you want to look into, or this is something that you're more likely going to be more open to. The Four of Cups is about dismissal. It's an offer that you don't want. And it being in reverse, this seek other possibilities. There is a specific direction that you're being told to go in when it comes to your health, when it comes to supporting your heart health, your lung health, your endocrine system, something. I'm just on the tip of grabbing exactly what it is. You have divine guidance coming out in the middle. And I said, I'm just on the tip of being able to grab it, and Epiphany's in reverse, right? So there is something here that is about to be awoken in you. But I do think I'm hearing like a village. It takes a whole village to raise a child, but I'm getting like it's a whole support network or system that's going to help you. Divine guidance with number 5. So change is afoot. Archangel Sandalphon. So this is all to do with grounding, getting out in nature, connecting yourself into Mother Gaia. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. And I'm sure we had another one here talking about wise, practical and wise advice. So there will be a specific person who is qualified that is going to give you divine guidance when it comes to your health. There may be bits of criticism there, especially if you haven't stopped doing whatever that, there's something addictive that someone's doing here. Smoking, drinking, partying too much, eating too much sugar, eating too much, not exercising enough. There's something here that you are trying your flipping hardest to do, or someone is trying their hardest to do, doing it for a specific amount of time and then going, I'm going to kind of pat myself on the back by having that cake or having that cigarette or having that, you know, that whiskey and whatever. And it's pulling you back to, not to square one, but it's putting you back in that addictive type of energy. So when you get this advice, when it actually comes in for you, you're being told to listen. This is why we have this cartoon dragon, Land Before Time. There's something here with whoever it is that gives you this information is going to try. I think that they're going to try and soften the blow, but I'm getting that this guide here is going to be a lot softer than the person that comes in. I don't know why I'm getting that. This guide here is being softer, or wants you to see them as soft, so that when this information comes in, you aren't scared by it. What's the information? Oh, I've been told to go for that. Okay, let's see what this information is. Something is about to end for now. Okay, so something's ending in someone's health. I feel like this is a good thing, but I don't know if someone needs an operation or surgery, or they're going to need to be put under so that they can extract a tooth or whatever it may be. I think this is facing fears as well for someone here. And just listening to the guidance. If you are told to stop doing something because it's going to affect your health negatively, please listen to whoever it is that's telling you this. That is qualified. Yeah, look, take care of yourself is upside down. Someone here is not doing so, and I am now being like the scolding mother. Like, are you drinking your water? Are you getting enough sleep? Tell me more. Tell me about this magician, please, to the Queen of Ariel. Okay. So that's way too many cards. I'm not going to take all of those. I will just take the top one. And it says, from death comes rebirth. So this, I think the whole reading now is just confirmation that there are certain alterations that you're being asked to consider and then to slowly put into place. And I just heard, now, you need to do it now. And that number 13 condensing down to a 4. So this could be how it's connecting into your emotions. There's something here about being logical, not mixing your logic with your emotion or your emotions for logic. What does that mean? From death comes rebirth. There's a need. So this is really like, keep pampering yourself, but keep taking care of your skin. Keep drinking lots of water. Don't just do it for a certain amount of time because you want that result. There's something here about placing that in as a routine into your daily life that stays there. Not for a small amount of time, it just stays there. It becomes part of that routine for the day. And the wonderful idea and aha moment, exactly. Tell me about the gift for passion, please. Gift for passion. I feel like there is progress that you're not seeing that happens when you focus on like loving the temple that is your body. Even if you don't see your waist getting smaller, or you don't see your skin getting firmer, or you don't see all of the things that you imagine would happen from cutting back on smoking or cutting back on drinking, you're not seeing all of the things that are happening in your body and how it actually really is benefiting you, and that you just need to be a little bit more patient with getting those results, because the results will come. The results will come, even though we shouldn't be focusing on that. If you are someone who is very visually motivated, they will come. You just need to just persevere. Just persevere. The time has come. The time to act is now. Shut the front door. Shut the front door. Here we go. Okay, so there's a need to become passionate over this. So it could be that you really want to go to the gym, but you go to the, it's just getting yourself there, because I am getting hit uncomfortability and procrastination. It could be that you don't like the way that your body's rolls look in spandex. Don't wear spandex then. You don't have to. Don't wear lycra. But put a pair of joggers on and put some sweatpants on and a t-shirt. Go in. If it means that you are going to do something, you're more likely to go and do that workout. Go and do it wearing what you feel most comfortable in. If you still feel uncomfortable doing something like that, do it at home. Do it at home, even if it's only a 10-minute workout. If you go on YouTube, there are so many different like aerobics workouts you can do in 10 minutes. Start small, but start is what I'm hearing. Okay, it's all right to be alone is upside down. So this is telling me that there are other people that are definitely coming in here to help you out. I think it's also whether or not you are open to receiving that help. Whether you're open to receiving that help. What do we need to know about this divine guidance, please? Thank you. How interesting. So we have an unexpected, a change you did not see coming. Oh my goodness. Okay. And we also have a magical space clearing time. Now this is in reverse. I feel like someone here needs to spruce, spring clean. There's something about cleaning with intention, whether that is like when you're in the shower imagining gunk coming off of you from the day, or from when you were in, you know, the astral realm. If this is mopping your floors with intention, speaking into your water, setting intention through water, because water scientifically has been proven to hold memory. So speaking lovingly into it, or speaking what it is that your goal is. Is it to eat healthier? Is it to stop smoking altogether? Is it to stop hanging around with that person that just moans every time that you see them? So I want to have more, you know, I want to raise my vibration so that I manifest in more positive people. Whatever it is, start doing those things. Start small and then make them bigger, but do them so that it fits your comfortability. Love is strange is in reverse. Okay, so this is to do with the heart space. What have we got here? The signs are with you already. My life is sweet. Look what's coming out. Change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. So I feel like there is massive change coming in, and I don't feel like it's just for your health. I think in other areas as well. I'm kind of like focusing on this only because Spirit wants me to. I feel like there's going to be a lot of signs. Follow the signs. 777 keeps coming up. Baby dragons. Bluebirds, airplanes, rainbows. I'm seeing the broom out of Fantasia with Mickey Mouse as the magician's, the sorcerer's apprentice. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but there's a part where the sorcerer goes to sleep and leaves his magic hat downstairs, and Mickey Mouse is supposed to be cleaning up and putting water into wells, and he puts the hat on because he wants power. And he brings this broom to life to do his job, and it just goes out of control. But you see this broom walking along carrying like the buckets. So it could be something to do with like Disney and Disney fairy tales. If you start seeing a lot of these things, know that you're on the right track. Okay, you're on the right track, and know that the signs are going to get louder and louder if you ignore them. If you ignore them, they're going to get louder and louder. I'm going to place this one down next to the unexpected, a change you did not see coming. We have Archangel Michael coming into the fray as well. Why? We have Archangel Michael coming in. Someone here may benefit from going swimming, like signing up at their swimming pool. I'm seeing someone like get into the water really gingerly. Like they haven't been swimming in a really long time, or maybe you don't know how to swim and this is like going and getting adult swimming lessons. And there's no judgment in that whatsoever. My mum learned how to swim very, very, very late in her life. If you have the passion for it, go for it. There's something about the way in which that you are pouring back into your body is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be soothing. It's supposed to be freeing. I mean, if you're going to the gym and you're training hard, yeah, you're going to come back feeling sore, right? But it's not supposed to be a chore. So finding things that really excite you, you're probably going to get better results from that than you are if you force yourself to go to a boxercise class that you don't want to be in. And we have the Empress coming out, exactly, with this beautiful harvest coming in, and then you have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So why am I getting don't worry, be happy? Don't worry about a thing. What have we got here? The Tower, we've got the Five of Wands coming out. And the Seven of Pentacles. So who is this that's dragging their feet right now? Someone here is dragging their feet when it comes to beginning this. Because the Tower, I was going to say the Two of Wands, but the Tower in reverse is almost like keeping yourself in a specific type of energy, because it's something that you know, it's a comfort zone, it's there's not so much effort, is there? For some reason I keep getting like going to the gym, like saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm just going to eat some popcorn. I want to eat my chips and watch Netflix or whatever. Or I'll go tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and going, I'll go tomorrow. I think the hardest thing, and I can only go from my own experience of when I used to be like an avid gym bunny, not anymore, was just the first time, going the first time, because I loved working out. At the moment I have some health issues, so I can't work out the way that I used to. I will be back though. I loved the dopamine release of working out, of aerobics, of running on a treadmill. It used to give me so much focus for the day. And I think that someone here is just missing that preliminary, I can't say the word preliminary. Is that it? Like right at the initiating it, and once you've done the first time, you're more than likely going to get up the second time and do it, and the third time, and the fourth time, and the fifth time. Right now there seems to be some sort of conflict over this. Okay, 2 more cards before I go, please, and thanking you. Ooh. So yes, we have the Devil in reverse. Okay. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for other people. That is the King of Gabriel. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Somebody may be coming in as like a you may be getting like a physiotherapist, or what are they called? Personal trainer. Somebody that is, or it could be like going to see an osteopath, like a chiropractor. There's someone here that is going to be really beneficial in helping you holistically to heal something here. Because as much as we were getting the finger pointing at the stomach and going, there's something going on here, you have to remember that your body doesn't work singularly, if that makes sense. You have all of these different things that work in tandem with each other and need each other, right? Like you could have issues with your knees, but unless, you know, you have somebody checking your feet and your ankles, are they rolling in? What are your muscles like on the musculoskeletal? Looking at all of you all together as a whole, they may miss something. I feel like you're going to be given somebody here, especially if you have had issues with like your spine, or issues with your joints and with your muscles, and aches here and this and that, and the doctors don't know what's going on, or they're constantly prescribing you stuff that isn't working. I feel like you're going to be given someone or referred to someone that will look at you and integrate medicine. There's something about integrative medicine. They're going to look at you as a whole and go, okay, aha, you need this, this, and this done. You need that test, and you need to take this, this, and this with that exercise. And it's not saying that it's going to heal you completely, but it's definitely a starting off point, right? With the Devil in reverse, healing. The signs are with you already. Okay. And last card, please. Let me see. Last card, please. Thank you so much. Queen of Pentacles. That's awesome, because this is the second time the Queen of Pentacles has come out. This is all to do with nurturing yourself. This is how you nurture yourself. I think that someone here is going to have a lot of professional advice come forward for them, or at least connecting with people who are in the medical profession. It could be people who are naturopaths, especially if you look into alternative healing, people who are masseuses, people that connect to other people that can help you and be like, this is how you should be nurturing yourself while you're waiting to go for that x-ray. Do you know what I mean? There's a need for all of this. Queen of Cups is underneath. I love that. So this is really pouring into yourself. Now, why did we get something about logic and emotions? What was that about before we go? What was that about? Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords is coming out. We also have Three of Cups, Knight of Wands. It may also be that not getting the results that you want, not getting the, I think maybe at the start, maybe not the investment you thought you were going to get, because we started with the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me, in reverse. Okay, the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles this way is the slowest knight in the deck, because with anything to do with abundance, prosperity, wealth, it's growth, isn't it? And growth takes time. When you think of this, this is an earth sign, so we are looking at our Taurus, Virgo, and we're looking at Capricorn, but these are all energies that are stable, reliable. They take time to grow, the same as a plant does. But that plant that you seed, that you put into the ground and leave to grow, will eventually turn into a tree. But you're not going to see exactly every day how much it's growing until it's grown so big that you see a difference, right? It being in reverse either is like a quick fix, or not getting the investment that you thought you were going to get. And you're being told not to kind of like, don't jump to assumptions. Do not fly off the handle. And don't overthink something here. Don't overthink something here. The sword, the Ace of Swords can be seen as a message, a truth, a letter. We also have the Three of Cups to the Knight of Wands. Because the thing is as well, is that I feel like whatever advice you get, and I'm hearing like the final, is final, whatever this is final. The advice that you get is there to actually help you, even if it means that it's a longer journey than you thought it was going to be, and that will be for specific people. But I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that this has given you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, I'd love it if you hit on the like as well. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.